All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makar Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect to the nation of Israel. And this is going to be a video on how the kingdom of heaven is going to completely reinvent the world, right? It's going to completely invent what people call justice. It's going to completely reinvent the way how people see justice. It's going to completely reinvent the way how people see relationships, the way how people see every aspect of this world, man. Right? Daniel chapter 7 and verse 27, and the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. The kingdom of heaven, once it is established, is never going to be passed on to nobody else. It's always going to be the same people, literal, not, oh, my granddad used to started off this kingdom and then now I'm in charge. No, Yahweh Shai is going to start off the kingdom of heaven, and it's always going to be his kingdom, and the Israelites are going to be joint heirs of that kingdom, always. Not, oh, sometimes we are, and then we fall away, and then somebody else is in charge. No, we're always going to be in charge, right? And all the other nations, all the other dominions are going to serve and obey the Israelites' kingdom, because it's going to be known that that's the best way. Now, will people try and rebel occasionally? I personally believe yes, because they're not going to be under the covenant of the Israelites, so they will not necessarily rebel against our kingdom in general, but they will sin and think that their ways that they're trying to think in their mind, that they've been deceived by spirits, they're going to think, oh, that's the right way. They're never going to completely 100% accept completely that the law of the Israelites is the true way. They're going to always need a reminder, and the reminder is going to be us, that we exist. They're going to see how we do things, and just like Deuteronomy 4 says, they're going to say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. Right? Now, back to this again, Daniel chapter 7 verse 27, and the kingdom and the dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. The reason why the kingdom of heaven is never going to be passed on to another nation is because it's going to be based around the Israelites. And let me get that. The Israelites are going to keep the perfect way of living, which is the way of the laws of Yahweh. They're going to be given one heart and one way, like the scriptures say, right? Where is that? I'm probably looking right at it. Salakia. Am I in the right place? Okay, yeah, I am. Jeremiah chapter 32 and verse 39, and I will give them one heart and one way, that they may fear me forever, for the good of them and of their children after them. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them, that I will not turn away from them to do them good, but I will put my fear in their hearts, that they shall not depart from me. So the Israelites are going to be truly established as keeping that way forever. They're never going to fall away from that. They're always going to know, yeah, this is the way. This is the way. Walk ye in it. They're never going to be like, oh, nah. So like, yeah, I think there's another way that's better than this. No, we're going to know for certain that this is the complete and true and only way, right? And we're going to keep that. We're going to keep it. And because of that, we're going to rule forever, right? Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Not in this case, because our kingdom is going to be completely righteous. Sirach chapter 10 and verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So what about if there was a kingdom that didn't have unrighteous dealings, didn't have injuries, and did not have riches got by deceit? Would it be translated from one people to another? No, because there'd be no need for it to, right? The kingdom of heaven is going to change. Let me get it. The kingdom of heaven ultimately, which begins with Yahweh Shai, is going to be the reason why there's going to be a new heavens and a new earth, because the ways of the laws of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai are going to transform the earth so much to the point that the land of Israel is going to become, as it says in Ezekiel 36, it's going to become like the Garden of Eden, right? That's how great the kingdom of the Israelites is going to be. It's going to transform land of Israel to the Garden of Eden. Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 17. For behold, I will create a new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered nor come to mind. People ain't going to be mourning for America, right? They ain't going to be people that are going to mourn for America once our kingdom is established. They ain't going to be people that are going to mourn for Esau to rule. The same way our people are crying off their mouth right now about Esau trying to make things right. Once they see what our rulership looks like, they're going to never ask for that ever in their life. They're not going to want Esau to rule nothing, right? Ezekiel chapter 36 and verse 33 does say, for Yahweh, in the day that I shall have cleansed you from all your iniquities, meaning that we've been forgiven for our sins and changed under the new covenant, I will also cause you to dwell in the cities, and the waste shall be builded, and the desolate land shall be tilled, whereas it lay desolate in the sight of all that passed by. And they shall say, this land that was desolate is become like the Garden of Eden. That's what the kingdom of the Israelites is going to do. Not what we're seeing right now on this earth, right? And the waste and desolate ruined cities are become fenced and are inhabited. But is that what we can say for this world right now? No, it's not. Right? The kingdom of heaven is going to completely transform the way our people do all things on this earth. Like, one thing, for example, people say, oh, the rich don't show their money. Well, is that true according to the way how the Israelites rule? No. Because King Solomon showed his wealth. King Solomon showed it. When you read about King Solomon's kingdom, he showed his wealth. But in this world, people say, oh, when you're rich, you don't show your wealth. You don't show it, because that's a way for this world, because Esau, who's really not supposed to be ruling, doesn't want people to know how much money he's got, because he doesn't want people to understand that some of the riches that he's got are really their riches that he stole from them. He don't want people to know that he's in charge and he's in rulership. He don't want people to know how much money he's got. But when we're in our kingdom, we ain't going to have a need to fear about such things. We ain't going to care if you know that we're in charge. Yeah, we're in charge because we're the chosen. Now, if you got a problem with that, come and do something about it. That's the kind of boldness Yahweh's going to give us. We ain't going to, I'm not in charge. All people are in charge, but all Israelites at the end of the day. No, we ain't going to be saying that. Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh my power commanded me, that you should do so in the land whither you go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. And that's what they're always going to say once they get a reminder, when they start acting a fool, either in amongst their own nation or start acting a fool against another nation. And even in times where they think they can try and do it against us, and they're like, nah, forget that Yahweh thing that they're talking about, man. Forget that Most High that they're talking about. We're going to do our own thing. We ain't keeping no feast. They're going to get no rain, and they're going to know that Yahweh exists and that he controls the weather. They're going to know that Yahweh's made rain not be over their country, yet somehow there's rain over everywhere else. For what nation is there so, verse 7, for what nation is there so great, who have Yahweh so nigh unto them, as Yahweh our power is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great, that have statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day? Right? That's what we have. And that's what we're going to be given in the kingdom of heaven. And it's going to transform the whole earth. Let me go back to Isaiah 65. The old world ain't going to come back to mind. People ain't going to want to remember this. They ain't going to be thinking about this. What's considered poor right now in Esau's kingdom, right, is not even going to be imaginable in the kingdom of heaven. Now, will there be poor people in the kingdom of heaven? Yeah, but there's going to be a new poor. Just like there's going to be a new rich. What's considered rich in the kingdom of heaven is going to be completely different to what people consider now. What's considered the average salary is going to be way different than what people consider that now. But some people don't want to hear about that. They want to think about what it is. They want to say, oh, you're an idealist. They're not. Yeah, we are idealists. The ideal way is the kingdom of heaven. Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come to mind, but be glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. And we are going to. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people are joy. Does that sound like that's for everybody? No, it don't. Yet everybody is going to receive a change of the world and are going to receive a better living situation than what they have now. But they are not going to be the rulers of the kingdom. They're going to be the subjects of the kingdom. And anyone that's got a problem with that, you're subject to this kingdom now. So if you got a problem with being a subject to the kingdom of heaven, you should have a problem being a subject to the kingdom of Satan, which is what you're living in right now. Verse 19, and I will rejoice in Jerusalem and join my people, and the voice of weeping shall no more be heard in her, nor the voice of crying. It don't say nothing about the voice of Bozrah. It don't say nothing about that Bozrah ain't going to hear no weeping. But I know that Jerusalem, which represents the Israelites, they ain't going to have none among them. And if there is ever a tear, it will be tears of joy. There ain't going to be no sorrow for us, right? And when you carry on reading down, right, it's just going into more and more things that the Israelites are going to receive that's good for them. The kingdom of heaven is going to completely transform the whole earth, man. And on that, I'm going to say, Shalom.